Hi, Grace. So let's talk about a little bit. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what school you got into.
Hi, I'm Grace. I am a senior at Monte Vista High School. I got into UCLA, UC Berkeley, USC, Barnard. Those are the ones that I'm considering right now. But,
Oh, very good. Okay, that's very impressive. Are there any classes you took at Shareworld that helped you with your academics?
I took AP Chemistry, AP Physics, and SAT 2 Math at Shareworld.
Are there any teachers you'd like to thank for who you took these classes with?
Yeah, definitely. For AP Chemistry, I'd like to thank Jerry. He was really helpful in getting me up to speed, especially since I took AP Physics 1 the year prior. So I actually skipped Chem Honors to take AP Chemistry. He was really good at analogies and explaining things, so he helped me a lot, especially since chemistry is hard to conceptualize. For AP Physics, same thing. I never really had a question that the teachers couldn't answer, and they were all really patient with me. They explained questions in multiple ways and kept things very engaging. For SAT 2 Math, I took it over the summer while I was in another summer camp. However, the teacher kept the workload very manageable and made sure he was customizing the curriculum so that the class was only studying things we didn't know. Overall, it was really efficient, and I definitely recommend it.
And did you have a counselor here at Shareworld that helped you?
Oh yeah, definitely. I was counseled by Dr. Yoshida, and she helped me a lot throughout this application season. She helped me brainstorm a lot of my essay ideas and navigated a lot of the essay drafts that I had. The editor team was also really great and improved my essay by making them clear, and they also helped me cut them down to the word limit. Dr. Yoshida was also there for me throughout many late night meetings when I needed to catch up on all of the work, and she was always available to answer my questions and made sure I was doing all right throughout the whole application season.
Well, sounds like Dr. Yoshida did a lot for you. Is there any words you'd like to share to Dr. Yoshida while she's
Uh,
here?
Hi, Dr. Yoshida. Thank you so much for helping me throughout the application season. I know that sometimes I wasn't the most on top of things and I had a lot of applications and drafts going on, but thank you so much for like helping me navigate all of that. And I think we crafted a pretty good application together. So yeah.
I enjoyed the whole process with you and congratulations.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Grace. All right, so we have another student who also like to share their experience with us. Is Benjamin Tang here in the audience?
Hello.
Oh, hi, Benjamin. Hi. So tell us a little bit about yourself and what school did you get into?
Yeah, my name is Benjamin Tang. I am a senior at Monte Vista High School. I'm interested in exploring the intersections between computer science and art, two vastly different subjects, but I'm interested in both. I got into Cornell and I'll be attending as a Meinix Scholar next year, or this year actually.
Okay, very good. Were there any classes that you took at Shareworld that you felt that helped you a lot?
Yeah, so way back then I took the SAT. I took it once and I got a score that I wasn't very satisfied with. So I came to Sherwood and I took some SAT course preparations here. And it was really helpful since like the SAT is not like a test that you normally have in school that is really windy. The SAT is like very straightforward and that's a really hard concept for me to grasp. So the teachers here at Sherwood helped me understand what the SAT was like and helped me get a better score answering all my questions. And yeah, I increased my score by a good amount throughout these classes. So I'm really thankful for that.
Oh, that's very impressive. So there are any teachers you would like to thank that helped you throughout the process for SATs and other classes?
Yeah, all my teachers, they've been really helpful.
Okay. Finally, do you want to make any comments about your counseling experience here at Sherwood Learning Center, who your counselor was, and how they guided you throughout this admission process?
Yeah, so my counselor was Dr. Yoshida. She was a very helpful person. I came to Sherwood because I had like a bunch of extracurriculars that were like pretty loosely related, but they're all decent. And then my academics were not as good as other people. So so it was more difficult for me to craft an application. And Dr. Yoshida really helped me put everything together, string it together with a very clear story that's compelling to admission officers. And Dr. Yoshida is really helpful, as in, like, she's really dedicated to her students, even like late at night, like 1 or 2 a.m. when I'm like when I'm cramming away at my essays, like the days before the deadline. Dr. Yoshida will always be there to answer my emails. Like even like at 2 a.m. she would like respond in 1 or 2 minutes. It was really, it really shows like how much she cares for her students. And also, Dr. Yoshida is like not the kind of person who would tell you, oh wow, you're so good at everything. She's like, there's like an intent behind everything she says, and that is very valuable. So her advice is really, really good.
Oh, hi, Catherine. So, Catherine, tell us a little bit about yourself and what school you got into.
So I'm Katharine Wang. I'm a senior at Prospect. My best college is Berkeley for now.
Okay. Oh, that's very good. Were there any classes you took at Shareworld that you felt that really helped you a lot?
I took SAT Chemistry and SAT English at Shareworld, and in particular, SAT English was really, really helpful for me. So like before coming to Shareworld, I took SAT courses outside, but only at Shareworld was I able to raise my English SAT score from something that wasn't really good to something that was able to help me get a really good SAT score later on.
Okay. Is there a teacher you would like to shout out to thank for helping you with your SATs?
Yeah, so I had teacher Miss Melissa Vac. She was the only English teacher that I had who was really good at giving constructive criticism on my essays and explaining exactly where and what would help me get a better essay score, as well as during the English and reading portions of the multiple choice SAT. She would go through each problem that I've missed and explain really clearly what I did wrong and how I should approach each problem.
Okay. So speaking of essays, did you have a counselor who helped you write a good essay for college? And who is it? How did they help?
Heck yeah. Dr. Yoshida was really, really big help for me for my counseling experience, because I'm the kind of person who like really doesn't want to do anything. It's kind of lazy, but like Dr. Yoshida really helped me like figure out my goals, figure out a timeline, decide what essay goes where, and like not just college applications, but everything beforehand with summer camps, SATs, planning out everything, and then helping me also revise, look over my essays, and just make it something that colleges would see as like useful and not just some kind of random bunch of junk that I put up together. So she's really, really helpful in just the entire college process and also on the essays and everything else.
Oh, so she helped you like build a very strong profile
Mhm.
to help you apply.
Mhm.
A little bit about yourself, Chehan, and what school you got into.
So I'm a senior at Valley Christian High School, and I will be attending Stanford University in the fall. Yeah.
Oh, that's very interesting. What are you studying at Stanford?
I'm planning to study either biology or neuroscience.
Okay, very good. So can you tell us a little bit, well, how did you even hear about Shareworld Learning Center?
So I heard through a family that I know, all three of their students worked directly with Dr. Yoshida, and I saw that their results were great in their college admission. 2 of them went to Stanford and 1 of them went to UCLA. And so I knew I had to work with Shareworld.
Okay, very good. Yeah, so tell us a little bit about how Dr. Yoshida and her team helped you with your college application.
So at the start, we met weekly discussing college essay ideas and what I can do to make myself a more competitive applicant. And so I think the best piece of advice she gave me was to do summer research and I ended up doing summer research at UCSF, which I think made my application really competitive. And then just essay wise, she was always there with ideas and a way to look at it from another perspective. And her team was always there to give constructive feedback and edit my essays to make them the best that they could be.
Okay, very good. I also understand that in Dr. Yoshida's team, you worked with Mr. Daniel Chung.
Mhm.
Can you tell us a little bit about what he helped you with and say maybe something to say to Daniel?
Yeah, definitely. So he was really helpful. I had very little to no interview experience before working with Daniel. and he helped me prep for college interviews through a very accurate simulation, where he would ask me a lot of questions, and those same questions showed up in all the interviews that I had. And so his pointers helped me stay calm when I was actually doing the college interviews, and yeah, they helped me to have very good answers when asked tough questions.
Okay. Well, I won't give you any more tough questions. How about just one thing you'd like to say to Dr. Yoshida?
Thank you so much, Dr. Yoshida. You've helped me get into a great school, and I really want to thank you for all your help this past year.